So what I think that the law enforcement community should do is, I'm not the only one to say this, but I believe that they should be practicing a good martial arts school once a week, at least. At least. There's something that I don't understand about things right now is that everybody, or a lot of these people, seem to expect the law enforcement officers to operate up here with the training that's down here. You need to be able to handle violent situations. No one else gets hurt, and not even the person doing the violence and themselves. That takes a lot of training. And I think you'd be more likely to have that happen training in martial arts consistently in general. Anybody. Now, one thing is we're worried about violent officers or egotistical, where their ego's too big. There's no room for ego in a good martial arts class. It has to be left at the door. It will be exposed at the very least, and you'll get choked, you'll get tapped out by a little girl and stuff sometimes. My daughter tapped me out just yesterday, so it's that will at the very least expose anybody with ego problems. So that's one reason. Reason number one. Number two is people tend to, even if you're a trained person, if you don't fight every week, someone goes to grab you or accosts you, you're gonna scramble a little bit. Obviously, if you've had training, you'll do a little better, but the simple fact that you're used to it, you go, oh wait, I'm actually safe. They haven't done anything. They grabbed my shirt, but that's it. They haven't done that much. You don't have to, you don't have to freak out. Not that I'm saying most officers freak out, but I'm saying that it happens sometimes, and it usually is bad when it happens. So that would eliminate those kinds of things, or near eliminate those kinds of things, is because this happens to me every week. Why would I be worried? And then you can think calmly to handle the situation accordingly. Another thing is it would force them to work through a lot of mental problems that come with the job. We're talking about a very high-stress job. They see a lot of bad things, and it would give them an opportunity and kind of a safe space to work through that, especially if you got a class that focuses on breathing and kind of meditating and things like that. But give an opportunity to work through those things instead of just going right back into the job and maybe seeing something else and compounding things. Another one is the simple fact that something like jiu-jitsu and judo, that's how you control people physically without seriously hurting them. That's how you understand what your chokeholds are doing. That's how you understand the pressure that you're applying, and to do it every week. That's the main. It just seems to me that it would behoove a police officer to do it. I think even if you are not working for a department that would require something like that, I think that it would be a good idea for the officers to go do that, and on their own, out of their own pocket. Probably, there'd be no reason. I don't see why you wouldn't. Other than the fact that it's a demanding job with demanding hours, and you might not have the time. But I would think that if you could find a way to make, I would think that if you could find a way to make the time, it'd be a really good idea. And former police officers too. You guys are still part of the community, and you're still an influence on the people who are officers now. And I think it'd be a good idea for them to do it. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe because I think everyone should do it. That puts me into a position where, of course, I think the cops should do it, but I don't see why cops aren't required to have more training like that. They're warriors. That's what they have to do in society, is control violence, and they're not practicing violence every single week or every day. Seems to me like they should. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not trying to, shoot my ideas out like they're the absolute truth. I might be wrong. But that's my 2 cents. Have a good day.